Rockstar has fired 30 employees for leaking GTA
Breaking
6.
news, GTA6 has been
Officially delayed again.
Wow, it's not looking too good this year. Is this how we're gonna end the year off? However, let's answer the question of whether or not GTA 6 will be delayed. Again, and we do have good news. So let's dive in right now into the video. Alright, first off, people need to understand that Rockstar is way more predictable than it seems. They always move in silence, and every time a trailer drops, that footage already represents a game that's far into development, not something in the early stages. This is why Trailer 1 looks so polished. Nothing about it looked early. The animations, the weather, the reflections, the crowds, everything looked nearly as a finished product. So even though Roxanne hasn't talked much since the trailer, that doesn't mean the game is at risk of another delay. So silence is completely normal for them. Next up, the investor meeting on November 6th is something people misunderstood completely. Investor meetings are not game shows. They don't drop trailers or screens. They don't hype anything, they just talk money, sale expectations, and business plans. And here's the most important part. Every single part of Take-Two's plan for 2025 and 2026 still includes GTA 6 launching in 2026. So if GTA 6 was going to be delayed again, Take-Two legally has to adjust those numbers, and they didn't touch anything. So that alone tells you the schedule hasn't moved at all. Another thing people miss is how other companies behave. When a massive game is coming soon, a lot of big publishers have quietly shifted their plan, releases away from late 2026, which is exactly what they do when a giant release, like GTA, is expected to dominate the market. No one wants to release their game in the same month as GTA 6, because it would get completely crushed. This is something we've seen before with GTA 5 and with Red Dead Redemption 2. When Rockstar takes a day, the industry steps out of the way, and the fact that they're already doing that tells you that Rockstar has told partners behind the scenes that the day is solid. Something you should also know is that footage we've seen is not the type of footage that comes from a game needing huge delays. For example, the driving physics look beyond anything GTA has done before. The steering wheel turning far past 90 degrees. The wheels lock in when the character jumps out, and the body animations react naturally. It is not a placeholder animation. These are finished systems that studios usually polish at the very end of production, so Rockstar wouldn't show that, unless the systems were in their final stage. What's also important is how polished the world is already. The lighting, the reflections, and the density. Crowds are usually things that usually break or look glitchy in early builds, but nothing we've seen looks half-finished. Even the tiny details like environmental shadows, moving with the sun, or crowds reacting to movement look like finalized systems. There is no reason to think this game needs extra years of development. Another key point is testing. Roxanne has been steadily increasing internal playtesting all year, which usually means the game is in the phase where everything is technically done and they're checking for stability, mission flow, and bugs. You don't increase playtesting if major features are missing. You increase testing when the entire game is playable, from the beginning to the end. So this alone shows that GTA 6 is nowhere near a danger zone, and it is actually complete. Something else you should know is that Rockstar's engine is not being rebuilt. For GTA 6, a lot of people think that the game is using a completely new engine, but that is not true. It's an evolution of the Rage engine that powered GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. This is important because delays usually happen when a studio is using a brand new engine or rewriting core systems, and Rockstar is building on a foundation that is already proven and extremely powerful, which reduces chances of huge delays. Another thing people get wrong is thinking that the leaks from 2022 caused huge setbacks, but the leaked footage didn't represent the actual state of the game. Those were the old development clips from years earlier, mainly pre-alpha footage from 2019, and Rockstar confirmed that they have lost zero development progress because of it. In fact, the leak likely pushed them to reveal the game publicly sooner, which means they accelerated communication, not development. Something strange that people have been saying is that Roxanne has been too quiet since Trailer 1. That is exactly how Rockstar operates. Before GTA 5, they were silent for months. Before Red Dead Redemption 2, they went quiet for almost a year between trailers. Silence at Rockstar is not a warning sign, because the silence is a normal thing. Not only this, Rockstar's marketing pattern always includes a very long gap between Trailer 1 and Trailer 2. Trailer 1 creates the hype and Trailer 2 shows the story. Then comes the gameplay footage, and then comes the pre-orders. This is the same pattern every Rockstar game follows. So when people say the game might be delayed because they're not showing anything, they're forgetting that this is the exact same timing Rockstar used for previous titles. Next, let's talk about Sony and Microsoft. These companies build their financial plans around massive third-party releases like GTA6, and both of them have been quietly preparing for massive spike in console sales in 2025, and now shifted to 2026, and they wouldn't be doing this if Rockstar hadn't informed them of a delay. Sony especially communicates with Rockstar more than people think, and their expectations still match a 2026 release. Another thing worth pointing out is the insanely high quality of character animations. We've already seen the way Lucia moves, and the way she interacts with objects, even the way her hair reacts to the winds. These are not early animations at all. Rockstar's animation team usually works in their final passes, near the end of development, so if these animations were already trailer ready, the animation work is 95% complete. Another fact a lot of people ignore is how stable Rockstar's schedules have been. Internally for almost a year now, every insider who usually gets things right has repeated the same thing. GTA 6 is in the final stretch and internal deadlines have not changed. So when insiders agree on something for this long, it usually means the information is accurate. Next up, let's talk about the world size. People think a larger map means bigger chances of a delay, but Roxanne planned this world for years. They didn't suddenly decide to make it big. Rockstar games are built with modular systems, meaning different teams build different parts of the map. At the exact same time, a massive map doesn't slow them down. If the pipelines are already being built, and they are something else as the animals, Rockstar wouldn't show advanced animal AI in the trailer if that system wasn't nearly finished. Animals are one of the hardest things to get right, and the fact that they're already doing this in Trailer 1 means the AI work is in the last stages. What's also important is that Rockstar has never once hinted at a delay, not in meetings, not in reports, and not in their financials. If there was even a small chance of a delay, Take-Two would have to soften their language. But they continue to use the exact same wording of November 19th, 2026, and that means their confidence has not changed even a little. What people usually don't notice is how much of the game we haven't seen yet, and that's actually a really good sign. When a game is in trouble, studios usually show more footage earlier to keep the hype alive. Rockstar is doing nothing because they don't need to. The game is safe and the game is on track, and Rockstar wants every reveal to be perfectly timed. And finally, the biggest thing you should know is that there's no real reason left for GTA 6 to be delayed again. The footage looks real and the world looks complete. The systems look done, and the timeline matches Rockstar's usual pattern. The industry is preparing for it, and Take-Two's financial plans depend on it. Everything lines up with this 2026 release. So yes, delays do happen in gaming, but this time we are certain that this was the last delay of GTA 6. Happening forever. Thank you guys for watching.